mzalendo. Let us all uphold human dignity, social justice, equity, inclusiveness, equality, human rights at the core of our unity. Kila mtu tafadhali, stand up for the minority. Kenya nchi yangu nitailinda. Mzalendo, mzalendo. Kenya nchi yangu nitailinda. Mzalendo, mzalendo. Tunapiga hustle kila siku, tusimsahau Mungu. Yeye atatupa hekima ya mambo haya ndugu. Good governance, integrity, transparency, accountability, sustainable development. Kenya iendelee juu. Kenya nchi yangu nitailinda. Mzalendo, mzalendo. Kenya nchi yangu nitailinda. Mzalendo, 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 wewe ni mzalendo, mimi ni mzalendo, wewe ni mzalendo, mimi ni mzalendo, wewe ni mzalendo. All right. Once again, we are here on day 2 of our stream, and I'm so happy to be, alive today. And dear listener, or if you're an observer from wherever you are, again, welcome to Find Your Tune. This is your guy here, Balozi, and I'm here. Today is an amazing day, and you can tell from my face if you're watching me, and you can tell from my voice that I'm just happy because we're going to have some amazing time. I have something lined up for you that you're going to love. And so this is your show, Find Your Tune, and brought to you by myself, Balozi. And this is Radio 254. Remember, you can stream live at www.radio254 anytime you want, anytime you wish. And once again, I just want to wish you a happy Utamaduni Day. Now, there's just something complex about today because, we still have those who know that this is, Moi Day. We still have those who know, who are still confusing. Is it Mashujaa Day or is it Huduma Day? Is it Utamaduni Day? I've never seen such a day. But anyway, it's live and we have to continue cruising through, and we just continue. Provided you are alive, don't we say bora uhai? So if you are alive, that's all that matters, and we are happy to be here together with you. And now, if you can see me in the studio, I have an amazing guest, and we're going to have just some talks. We're just going to have a discussion of what she does, who she is, and what's popping? Is there any plans? Does she have something coming up for, all of you who are following her on social media and everywhere? When you say follow me, you have to be very careful. Do you mean follow me in the house or follow me on social media? I even saw yesterday someone said, I just want you guys to follow me, but I don't know where we are going. Right, and that's just part of life. And so right about now, I just want to invite my guest, and for this startup section, she's just going to tell us who she is and maybe a little bit of what she does, just a little bit of introduction, and then we'll dive into the program so that you know what she's doing. So basically today we are going to be talking about the arts and how art is important in the society and how we can, leverage on the power of the arts to be able to make the world a better place the way we want. All right? And so, welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right. So tell us, what's your name and who are you? What are you doing and what's going on?
So my name is Marlene Kawera, Kenya,
Okay.
because I believe there are so many Malians out there.
Okay.
So this one is a multidisciplinary artist.
Okay.
So I practice lots of arts. I draw. I like to dance. I also do art therapy. So
Okay.
let me start by saying I am an art therapist
Okay.
by profession and confession.
Oh wow.
So
It's a good one. Uh-huh.
what I do is I'm the founder of African Arts,
Okay.
where I can say it's a creative haven where arts and talents feel appreciated and they
Okay.
get an opportunity to be empowered
Okay.
through practice. So our main focus is usually creative mental health. And let me first of all, you have said happy Tamaduni Day. Let me start by saying happy mental health day to everybody.
All right.
So
Okay.
actually, this, as you said, this is a very important day because of there's so much confusion.
Mm-hmm.
At least when you say mental health day, it's all over the world.
It's universal, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So personally, what I do is I try to be enabler in art.
Okay.
So what do we mean by enabling? It's more of getting the right opportunities to include other people to practice their art.
Okay.
So if I am alone, it's very hard for me to be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go with Balozi here and I take someone else who's a dancer, you go and do the guitar and the song and the dance, we have already entertained people. So when we talk about art, our life is art. The clothes you wear is art. The table in your house, the bed you sleep in, everything is a work of art.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Here comes the enabler. And I mean, what you're doing is just amazing because, as a human being, you just sit down and think about. We have a lot of artists who are just struggling, and part of the struggle, a big part of it will be they're maybe ignorant in a way. Maybe they don't know where to start and all that. So I think what you're doing is really amazing, and in the near future, you are going to look back and you'll be like, oh, so I'm the one who put this guy there. I'm the one who put this shining lady here. And unfortunately, maybe they might not thank you or something like that. But I think the best fulfillment will be you just knowing that you have done this for them. So that's really amazing. And I'm just, before we delve just deeper into that and asking why and you say that you are a dancer. Do you have a crew, or what happens in your dance?
Dance.
Yes.
Let me first give a very good mention to Lost State of Mind. They're also artists, and we partner with them a lot because in this art industry, I usually like to tell people collaboration is key.
Mm.
You see, like today I go somewhere and get a gig, and I've never known a guitarist.
Yeah.
It will be very hard for me to recommend one. I will be like, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
But if at the back of my mind, I'm like, Balozi can do this. It can be very easy for me to call you and tell you, oh, there is this opportunity here, and these people are thinking that you can come and do something. It's a wedding, it's an evening dinner, it's something. So
true,
at least
true.
through that we are able to grow. So in the power of collaboration, we have Lost State of Mind, who are a dance movement.
Okay.
They use dance to advocate for mental health, better mental health practices among artists. So I like dancing with them. Them, they have a crew that does contemporary dance, it does modern dance, traditional dance, and they use this also as a tool for release for mental health related issues. So I personally don't have a dance crew. Maybe soon I can, but at the moment I collaborate with others who already have one. So because mine is not like I'm practicing it professionally, me it's because I enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, so you're enjoying what you're doing, and it's something that you're doing what you love.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. So, yeah, you've heard from her. So, I don't know what you've picked from, her presentation and what she's been saying. So maybe baadaye attach a number, and then we'll be able to reach out and find out. But what I know about Marlene is that she's big on just ensuring the other person makes it, ensuring the other person is lifted, and I think that's a very good thing. And so now that today we are on Utamaduni, when we come back, we'll be diving into now Marlene telling us the why she's into what she's doing, introducing some of the organizations she's working with, and then all that. So there's a song here that I usually find interesting. Safari ya Bamba. Do you know Bamba?
Very good song.
So Bamba, I was in Bamba a few weeks ago, and I'll just say, I mean, when we have leaders who decide to work, and then our communities will be able to thrive. Because the song Bamba came in because it was saying the truth that going to Bamba was really a big struggle because of the poor roads and all that. And I think now the government came in and decided, okay, we're gonna try change this. So right now, even when you are in Bamba, I was there. Then when you try to sing the song, they say no, it's no longer machero. Like it's no longer difficult because a journey that will take like when you are from Kilifi and then you are traveling, it will take you like many hours. Recently, I went and it was like 1 hour, and I found that very interesting. So this song, I just usually feel it. So let's hear it, and then we'll come back to hear more from Marlene. Now, if you're just tuning in, I am your host Balozi, and this is Find Your Tune, Radio 254.
Safari,
what a beautiful tune there, Safari Abamba. Now, I've just been seeing you, Marlin.
Yes.
You were dancing to the tune. Like, do you know the language?
The funny bit is you just mentioned that today is Utamaduni Day.
Okay.
So you can even if you ask people today where Bamba is, they even give you like I've asked so many people like some people don't even know so many places exist. Leave alone the people the likes of us who have worked in the humanitarian field.
Yeah.
There are those people who have no clue even in the 47 counties. Some people can only mention to you a few. The ones that they've had. So I even challenge you to, even amongst your friends, one day when you're just sitting telling stories, just ask, where is Bamba? Some people will tell you it's nowhere near Kenya.
It's not even in Kenya.
Yes, but those of us who know Bamba, who've been there, who know the traditions there, those are people who really uphold the traditions. So like when you take a walk from here to Turkana, and you just meet people dressed like the olden days. It's not the olden days. Even me, I am not promoting culture. It's not the olden days. It is our culture. So like when you meet people dressed up in their cultural attires, still holding on to traditions, those are our real heroes. Those are the reasons why we even have today's celebration, because those are the people who define us. The rest of us, we've already started wearing designer. We are drifting from our roots. Me personally, if you've seen me, most of the time I'm usually dressed in African attire because I enjoy our traditions. When you call yourself African, behave like one. That is what I usually tell people. If you're African, behave like one. Do you know their traditions? Do you know the way they greet others? Do you know the way they dress? So I usually say that our African culture is one built on a lot of respect, a lot of kindness, a lot of togetherness. We are the pioneers of Ubuntu.
Wow.
We are.
Wow.
I am because we are. So at the end of the day, if my friend is suffering and I am okay and I can't help them, there is nothing about Africanism there.
True.
We are told that we are the best philanthropists as much as we don't have. This is because we share the little that we have, because we understand how hard it is to lack.
True. Wow. That's amazing. Listeners, you have it there, and you can tell the passion. You can tell, she's really meaning this. And so I just want you to take us through your space in the arts. Like, how does it work? What goes around in your journey as an artist enabler?
So career-wise, let's start by career-wise.
Okay.
I'm an M&E expert and I'm also a communication expert. Actually, the reason I do communication is because it's passion, and most of communication is art-based. When people create graphics, purely art. When people create a song that is supposed to go with a certain brand, that's art.
True.
When you're right there and you're thinking that we cannot use red for this, we cannot use black because black is too dull, that is also a very big concept of art. There is something that you want to bring out using color. So when I say I'm a multidisciplinary artist, it's because I am usually a content curator. So I'm not the one who is in front of the camera, but I'm the one who tells the person who is in front of the camera what to do and what not to do, how to wear and what not to wear, because it depends on the audience. So my journey of art started in 2015. They say, while you're studying, there is very little you can do about your career, your passion, your art, even as much as you want to pursue. But that is the limitations of our country. It's how our education system has been based. We have already been created a curriculum that we were supposed to study, especially the LIP CBC.
844.
Some of us who went through the 844 system, you had to reach Form 4 and you had to do your 4 years in campus, whether you like it or not. That is when now people start saying, now sasa umekuwa mtu. But in literal sense, if we look at how other countries flourish, if they realize that you're very good at music at a young age,
Yeah.
what they do is they try to create for you the best opportunities for you to showcase your talent, for you to grow, for you to master it, for you to become very good at it.
Yeah.
When you look at the journeys of most of the people in the global north, we call them people in the global north,
Yeah.
they have art schools that are very well equipped. You find that children from as young as 7 practicing how to be radio presenters. In this country, some of our children do not know that is even a career.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can say that mine started immediately after campus. I was like, I'm so tired of being defined by the same rules. The same rules are not working.
Yeah.
By the time I was graduating from campus, a lot of people had no jobs. And I am among the people who tried to apply for jobs. Actually, I am proud to say that I made over 2,000 applications.
Wow.
But even the ones that came back, they came back with regrets. So I want to imagine that there were so many people also trying to get those opportunities who outdid me in one way or the other. And that is the spirit of competition. You have to learn how to be good at something. If today you go and try and you find that it didn't work out for me today, rethink, re-strategize, repurpose, learn. Even if you're in a position to ask them, what do you think I can do so that next time I'll be a better candidate? Some organizations will give you very good feedback. They'll tell you, this time we needed someone who had this, and this from you did not come out strongly. Though next time we will still consider you because you still are good at this and this and this. So if that is an important component, you go and learn. Lately, I usually say in this digital era, everything is online. Everything.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to be a good writer, there are very many tips online. And lately there is AI. Let me not say
AI has just come in. AI people, AI.
there is AI, and AI is my brother was telling me the other day that AI will not take your job, but a person who knows how to use AI will be the one who will take your job because they are more efficient while using it.
Yeah, true.
So at the end of the day, everything needs a human touch. And when I realized that, I started off with 2015, Action 2015. For those people who are in the development world, understand Action 2015. That is when we were journeying into the Sustainable Development Goals from the Millennial Development Goals. So I got an opportunity to be part of the communication team at Helpage International. At that time, I remember it was really hard because it was very hard to prove yourself that you're a good photographer while there are people with 10 years plus experience. So you have to be on the ground at a voluntary level, no pay. You take the best photos, you help them tweet, you understand all channels of communication, and then you run a good campaign. So that is what told me, you know what, this is something you're very good at, pursue this. So yes, career-wise, I'm a humanitarian consultant, but I love communications. Making you understand the need in the field, either as a programmer, as a donor, as a supporter of any project. There are so many projects that people are passionate about. Very many young leaders, as we mentioned earlier, are out here trying to build their communities, but they're not in a position to tell their stories very well.
Yeah, true.
So people miss the aspect where they're supposed to support. So even while I'm directing, most of the time I direct emotions because we are humans. So emotions are a very important component of life. The reason you buy a good watch, the reason you go and say I want that guitar, the reason you go somewhere and say I don't want this food, I want that one, is emotion. Having that makes you feel good. It's the same way why people give. The reason some people give, it's because they give because they can relate. You see, you're there, you're saying we need to raise funds because artists are going through this. An artist who has been there will be in the best position to give because they understand it. And they will want to be that person who makes you believe in a better tomorrow. So when I learned that, I just started, enjoying communications. I was like, photography, music, arts, this, that, all these arts form a very important component of being able to share information, of being able to advocate. You see, advocacy is very important because right now you mentioned the issue of no jobs, and let me say, you see the issue of no jobs. The best way for people to understand is if we can advocate in a way that showcases emotions, how it makes people feel.
Yeah.
Like right now, so many creatives have died by suicide. That is something that I don't like ignoring, and that's why one of our campaign hashtags is usually "Stop Ignoring the Suicide." It's because all these people, some of them were very good. As a matter of fact, they had a very good following, and people are like, when I grew up, I wanted to be them. So at the end of the day, they no longer want to be them because they died by suicide. Yeah. What people do not understand is that the journey is not easy. The challenges come. It's like a weather season. You know, we have summer. There's sometimes where it's really cold. We have winter. We have spring.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on. So it means that sometimes the day will, the sun will shine. Sometimes it will not.
Yeah.
So we'll have to walk through the cloudy days with the idea or knowing that tomorrow the sun will shine.
Yeah, yeah.
So some of these challenges, it also, how do you analyze them? Most people do not have analysis for their problems. And one thing that I do in art therapy, even while I'm guiding, the first thing I usually guide you through is a self-audit. Like, how are you thinking through your problem?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you thinking it like it will never end? Or is there a possibility that if I do this and this every day, you see? Look at the farmer. He plants seeds without knowing whether tomorrow will rain. But they're hopeful that my seeds are on the ground.
Yeah.
And if it rains tomorrow, next year in March or even in the next 2 months, I will have a harvest.
Yes, true.
And that is going to change my life in one way or the other. If I had some bills that need to be paid, if I sell my crops, I'll be able to pay for my children's fees.
True, true.
So that is also thinking through your problems enables you to find the small things you can work through.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Consistency is not 100% every day.
Yeah.
It's 100% today, 1% tomorrow, even 0% the other day because you don't feel like getting out of bed.
Yeah.
But personally, I say that it's building. That is how I learn. Even when I meet people who are better than me, I ask them, would you take me through what you do? Can I even shadow you for a day and see how you do it so that I can learn?
Wow.
So it's also the Kenyan say kujituma.
Kujituma. Hey guys, how do you say kujituma?
You know?
Yes,
you
yes.
need to wake up.
Yes,
you need
yes,
to
yes.
go there. The opportunity won't find you in bed.
Yeah, true, true.
Itakupata huko or to get one.
Yeah, true.
So I usually say go with the small ones. Go with the small ones.
Yeah.
Personally, I have been taking the small ones.
Yeah.
Every time I make some small progress, I'm like, even slow progress is still progress. There is someone who hasn't made a move today, but I woke up even when I was not feeling well, and I gave it my 5%, and here we are at the end of the day. So
Yeah, wow.
those little portions is what has led me here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear her say it is the process, the small steps that you take, build up to each other, and then at the end of the day, you see the success. And so there's nothing like an overnight success. So, yeah, that's her words. And I think I'll say I'm really inspired by just what you're sharing. And for me, it's something when you're talking, because I'm in the creative space. This is real life that you are talking, and I'm sure a listener somewhere is getting this vibe really well. And yeah, after the short break, we'll be back again to continue. Yeah, but then I'm coming back with a small surprise to some, October. October is a birth month for legends. So, Marlene, if you are not born in October, I am sorry, but this is our month. Legends were born. So I'll be calling a few, maybe one or two people, and just wishing them a happy birthday, as it is the norm. Remember, if you're just tuning in, this is Find Your Tune, and I'm your host, Balozi, and feel welcome. So I have this tune here by Sauti Sol. I don't know why I love it. If you don't like it, please, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to be playing it. But
I'll start working on my thesis.
Grammarly will ensure you feel confident nailing your final thesis by supporting
Barua toka Jaramogi na Kenyatta, wanauliza kama Kenya kuko sawa. Nikawajibu Kenya tuko na disaster, watoto wetu wanazidi kuzikana. Na Tomboya ameshika tama, alituacha kama angali kijana. Je, angekuwa mambo yangekuwa sawa? Ndivyo walivyopanga Maulana. Deni mulizoacha bado tunalipa, na tumekopa zingine China. Tukajenga reli pia barabara, zilizobaki watu wakasanya. So tujiangalie, tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana. Sikio la kufa halisikii dawa, tuko kwa Twitter tunajibizana. Tujiangalie bane, tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana. Tusipoziba ufa tutajenga kuta, tusake zetu tungali vijana.
Waumini kwa matrina, pasi kwa bima, kushoto fungu la 10, sadaka kulia. Ndio maana mbele ya kanisa mheshimiwa anakula sakramenti kabla ya raia. Siku za mwisho zimeshawadia, na revelation inatuambia hii generation inachoma picha. Ni generation yetu, so tujiangalie. Tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana, sikio la kufa halisikii dawa. Tuko kwa Twitter tunajibizana. Tujiangalie, tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana. Tusipoziba ufa tutajenga kuta, tusake zetu tungali vijana.
Mishuki alisema tufungeni mikanda, ona leo twavuna tulichopanda. Kura zetu zilitugawanya, makabila na pesa pia tulimanga. So when you make your bed, usingizi gani tumelala? Tutajua tujui, Vision 2030 tabaki ni story. Tujiangalie, tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana. Sikio la kufa halisikii dawa, tuko kwa Twitter tunajibizana. Tujiangalie, tuko pabaya leo kuliko jana. Tusipoziba ufa tutajenga kuta, tusake zetu tungali vijana.
Dosi aliniambianga freedom never comes for free. We vote tribe ama real cash, ask Boni. Tuna Roma ya mwezi tajesu plus dogi. Wal mzima Twitter keotino fast body. Ban pictures in Africa, black coffee and none. I'm richer than my neighbor, but we're both in Islam. If the rich always win, why should the popular run? Unless democracy ni what you say, only for fun. Na hii weekend tuko church, tunauza sura kabisa. Post ya haga wenda poa sana na caption ya scripture. Kayo ndo gospel pitisha bagi ya sadaka kwa club, yeah. Traffic madrag ubaindai, traffic mandai zina drag. Kwa maya mwizi amemeki stories za shamba amegrab. Kono inahonga imevaa bracelet ya color za flag, yeah.
Right.
Angry at dad for having a second.
There goes Sauti Sol featuring Nyashinsky, and the song is Tujiangalie. And I mean, today it's Utamaduni Day, so I think it's a good thing to do some introspection. Do we love our country? Do we love our culture? We have a guest here who has challenged us, like, can we leave the talk in terms of just, loving our country and being able to appreciate that our country has what it takes. And if we, each and every day, if we are able to kujiangalia, then we can move well. So I want to call some lucky people for this is October. October is a legendary month, and so whoever comes first, I'll be able to wish them a happy birthday. So I'm just gonna put them live on air right now. Okay, I didn't get that one. So let me see another one. Yeah, it's a surprise. Maybe they dash to the, Mama Mboga, and that's how the opportunity now misses you. So let's see this one. Oh, so it's telling me to record after the beat. I don't have that time to record now. Let's try another one. Yeah, it's a. Do you know that our former president was born in October?
I also have a brother who was born in October.
I'm telling you. Do you know that Hillary Clinton was born in October?
Wow.
And do you know that I was born in October?
Sorry, legend.
Yes. So this is a legendary month.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that okay, let me get one more. If we get this one, that will be good. Yeah, but walisema Kenyans are busy. Kenyans are very busy. Yeah, uchumi. And busy is a good thing. Yeah, busy is a good thing. There's that phase of life when sometimes you don't have something to do, and that's usually a tough one. When you wake up in the morning and every day is every day.
But like survival is not bad. Personally, I have had to survive in my life.
Okay.
There are those days that you are just saying that you just want to reach tomorrow. And then tomorrow
Yes.
is going to come with its new challenges. But for today, let's just reach tomorrow. No reason to give up yet.
Okay.
The dreams are bigger than ourselves. So we sleep through today, even if we are sleeping the whole day, but we just want to reach tomorrow and see what tomorrow brings.
Okay. That's a good one. You have some interesting perspectives. I think I'm going to have this meeting again. All right. So, and they decided to call. So let me do this. Hi, Mish. First of all, I'm just calling you from Radio 254. And hello, can you hear me? Right. So when that happens, they're the ones who called. Okay, so let me go.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, hi. Hello, Mish, you okay? Mish, I'm calling you from Radio 254 and I'm calling to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Would you love us to do your song on a guitar?
Yes, please allow me to show you my tattoo.
Oh, now,
I'm few meaning. Please.
okay. Now that you've done I don't want to use the word begging. So if we get some time before 1 p.m., we'll be able to call you and wish you a happy birthday and play your song, right?
It's alright. I appreciate. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll still do that if time allows. But for right now, I just want to ask Marlin the big question, like, why? why are you doing this? Because, I mean, we can't say it's easy. Yeah, we can say it's just something that, anybody and everybody can do. But then you stick there. There are some days which sometimes have been rough on you. There are some days which have not been good. But you said you started this stuff in 2015, right? Yes. Yeah. So why? Why? Because at some point, I'm sure if you are truly into the art, I'm sure at some point, either if it's not your parents, the villagers were not very happy about the decision. So why?
As I mentioned earlier, you see, society, and I don't know where we let go of our African culture.
Okay.
And there is none that is very supportive right now.
Yeah.
If I was on the African culture right now, I would be somewhere at home with my 7 children.
Yeah.
Trying to take care of my husband and them.
Mm.
And definitely when you grow older and the community sees that you haven't brought a wife home or I haven't taken a husband home, they start questioning.
Yeah.
Is it that people cannot stay with her? People don't know how important it is to settle for the right people for your mental space.
Yeah.
And let me say that my journey is one that has been very painful. Let me start by saying I lost my parents a very long time ago. My dad died in 1999.
Okay.
My mom died in 2004. Definitely, God rest their souls in peace. But they inspired me because they were different. I won't lie and say, oh, my mom was a doctor. No, she was not. My mom was an artist, a full-time artist, a choreographer. And she used to draw a lot. And then now she used to do psychology. So psychology was the counseling bit, trying to ensure that people have hope. So as much as I was trying to run away from that journey and trying to be different in my own space, I still found myself going back to the roots that inspired me.
Wow.
So my dad on the other side was a businessman. He was a driver, but he had his own cars. So yes, he also inspired me because he had to go through the journey before he could get himself a car.
Yeah.
He had to drive other people's cars before he got his own.
Yeah.
So as I said, every aspect in my life inspired me to be exactly where I am right now. And the reason why all our programs and everything is centered on mental health is that my journey started as a victim of mental health. Sometimes you don't understand what is going on.
Yeah.
And mental health is not mainstreamed as much. I was even in Marsabit in December. And when I mentioned mental health, let me tell you, everyone behaved like I had mentioned some weird creature from, I don't know, like something that they've never heard of.
Yeah, yeah.
And while I was trying to explain to them that some of the reasons why the youth behave the way they do is because some of them do not know how to cope.
Yeah.
And I remember my journey was also very, very hard. Depression is not a joke. And even when I hear someone make fun of depression, I'm like, no. No, once you're there, and so many people have been there, and most of them died by suicide because it reaches a point where you can't do it anymore. You can't imagine that tomorrow is going to be like today. You can't imagine that the pain you're feeling today will not end today. So being able to use art to get out of it is the reason that I said maybe just accepting yourself can be the reason that you get out of certain mental health related spaces. So I was in depression and I was in denial. This is because a lot of people are so used to me being happy. So every time you're outside, you will have to wear that mask of happiness. I will behave like everything is okay. But when I get home in the evening, I just close the door and break down there, hapo kwa mlango. Before I even remove my shoes, I just sit down and I'm like, I have been through today, and it was so overwhelming. I had panic attacks, I had anxiety attacks, I had to go into the bathroom almost 5 times when I was not going to do anything, just wash my face, look myself in the mirror and tell myself, you know what? It's just an hour remaining. It's just 30 minutes remaining. It's just 15 minutes. So when you learn to convert that into hope, you know, good days are there and bad days are there. So every time I went through a bad day, I was like, this is just a bad day, not a bad life. So that is what made me understand that maybe there are other people who are going through similar challenges like I am.
Yeah.
Maybe there are so many people who are in depression right now, and people are so used to them being happy. That's why every time you hear death by suicide, someone says, you know, we were just with them yesterday and they seemed okay. These people seem okay because they do not want the questions.
Yeah.
I remember I did not want even someone to ask me if I was okay. I would even break down at that point. And they would not even understand why I'm breaking down because I'm not even sure how to explain myself. So I just journeyed into, could there be a probability that, personally I used art to get through my stuff. I used to color a lot. I used to draw a lot, even if they did not make sense. And then I used to think through my problems.
Yeah.
So that's why even while I'm doing art therapy, I use analogies. In nature, some of the things that God has given us, they're supposed to teach us.
Yeah.
You see something like a seed and a tree. A seed starts in darkness. So some of the people give up at that darkness. So imagine if all the seeds that we planted gave up. We would have no crops.
Yeah.
We would have no trees.
Yeah.
We would have no shed. But the reason we have food, we have all that, is because the seeds believed that they would get out of this darkness and see the light. So when you start thinking through your problems as opportunities for you to grow, opportunities for you to learn that things are not easy going, that's why I usually like to fail, because I usually say when I fail, it gives me an opportunity to remember that things should not always go my way. I need to try again. So the more I try again, the better I become at it. So even when I first took the camera and took a photo, it wasn't a good one. Something I usually tell everybody. I did not know the meaning of angles, lighting, shadows. I did not know all that. But as I kept on taking the next, I realized when it looks like this, it looks dull. When I tell someone to do something and then I capture it in motion, it even looks better. So I started exploring my art. And you see, if someone had told me my first photo was good, I would have thought that I'm very good at this. And you know, it would have been very hard for me to learn. But failing over again, you go and take to a client a photo and they tell you, no. This one, no. You will need to repeat. So already that, you already used your time, resources and everything, but you'll have to repeat. The more you repeat, some people really get angry when you tell them to repeat, but some of us take it as a lesson to be better, to give a better result. So even when I send, for example, when you're doing a project and I send the first copy to a client and they tell us, no, I think we need some work here and there, until the time they say, now this is perfect. Before they say that, every other moment I send them, I'm sure this is going to come back with a correction in one way or the other. Or we don't like that green. Change that green. Can it be dark? Can it be jungle green? You know? That red, no, it does not represent our organization. Can you put maroon or orange? You know? Those people will always be there. But those are the kind of people who show you how to be better, how to learn.
True.
You know? How to serve better. You know, sometimes as creatives, yes, we usually say that clients come to you because they do not know how to do what you're doing. And it's a hard journey because some people don't understand how hard it is to make some of the things that we do. Some people don't know how hard it is to write music, record it, fine-tune it, you know? Most people don't know. People just think that you get into a studio, do your thing, and you're out, and tomorrow you're famous. But look at how that is so, that is like, what can I say? That is a false narrative. So people expect that once you remove one hit song, tomorrow you're rich. That is the reason some of our creatives have ended up dying by suicide. This is because they thought that once I just make one, it's going to take me to the next level. But when you listen in to some of the people who are so good at it right now, they failed so many times. Sometimes they were in the studio and the producer told them, you need to go and be a little bit more serious. Tomorrow come back with content. Whatever you've just written here, this is nothing. This one does not show anything. It does not relate to anybody and people will not relate to your music. So go think. Go rethink. that's why you see some music have their own time, short period, and they go down.
Yeah.
But you've just done for us Bamba.
Mm.
Some of us listened to that song while we were going to school, while we were dressing in uniform, while your parent turned on the radio. I think it was KBC
Yeah.
Or Radio Citizen.
Yeah, KBC,
Yeah.
Taifa.
So, that is when we had those songs. And some of us, even when you listen to that song, it reminds you, when you were brushing your teeth, then your mom was like, I'm saying you get out, it's late, Some people can relate to that, but there's some people, if you put for them that song, they're like, what kind of song is this? But the ones of us who listened to that song until we understood, every time you hear it, you're like, yes.
Yeah, it's making
I can
sense.
relate to this. It reminds me of so many songs lately called Rumba. I don't know whether they have a lot of African culture in them.
Yeah.
But these are some of the songs that our parents used to listen to. So most of us, while we were growing up, those are the songs we had, and they're the songs we love because they have an aspect of reminding us better days. That is what I say, better days. There were those days where you did not think of so much. They were just good days. All you had to think of was play, go to school, eat, take a shower, repeat. Sleep, repeat. But my journey, I usually say it's very personal because everything that has led me here was through a challenge. I had to overcome a challenge to get to where I am right now. There are days when I went and people did not want to pay me for what I did. So I had, either way, I still had to do it because I wanted to do it. So it was a trade-off. I'm like, okay, fine. I won't get my flat today, but I will get the exposure, or I will get this. But that is a very wrong way of doing things. Let's learn to appreciate people's art. Even when you don't have enough resources, remember that even the person you're calling also needs those resources.
Yeah, true.
That person needs fare. That person needs food. That person needs this and this. They're stressed that their mother needs medicine in the village. So even when you call someone, try to think of them as a human. An artist is a human. Yes, they entertain. And some people are always parading. They're giving you a platform. We won't eat the platform. We won't live on the platform. That is just a day. Tomorrow I'll be hungry.
True.
But if you gave me some resources and I went home and I bought flour and oil, and the way it's expensive right now, tomorrow while I am sitting, I will remember that Balozi gave me an opportunity to eat.
Exactly.
Balozi gave me an opportunity to grow. Gave me an opportunity to network. But at the end of the day, he did not leave me like that. He gave me also an opportunity to believe that the industry can be a better place.
Wow. An amazing discourse there. And I can just tell. So I understand now why you are here in this space. But we people need to know we have never met. This was the first time.
Yes.
We've just been talking online, and I've always felt like there's this passion I see, and given an opportunity, I would just love to hear from you one-on-one. And so when we come back, we'll just be a parting shot, and then also something on mental health and the artist space. And so now that this listener had requested, let's see if we get her. Kama hajatoka kwa mat, shauri yake. Tuachana na hiyo story. All right, so let's give it a try again. Hello, Ish. Are you away from the vehicle? Umeshuka gari ama bado ama umeenda kununua nyanya sasa? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, Mish? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, too bad. The network is bad. All right, so what we'll do, you can listen from... Just go to www.254radio254 and then you'll get the session. And if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, this is Find Your Tune, and I'm your host, Balozi. So I just want to do a small birthday song. October is a legendary month because all legends were born in October. So, msituonee wivu jamani. So there's this simple tune that I came up with it recently. You can check it out on Spotify. So what happened on this song, I was just in studio, and then so we didn't even go to record it professionally. We just did the acoustic version and just uploaded it the way it is. So ipate ilivyo. All I know, the universe was blessed the day you were born. All I know, the universe was blessed the day you were born. And I'm here for you, wishing a happy birthday to you. Jibambe bane, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right, wherever you are, have a happy birthday, and all the October babies, I remember we love you so much. Wherever you are, keep impacting the society. And so, as we finish off, I just want Marlene to share with us, maybe in a minute or so, what is the space of art in mental health, and how can we leverage on the power of the arts in mental health?
Let me first of all start by saying, you see, the same way you just did the guitar.
Okay.
If you give me the guitar right now, I will do nothing close to that. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing close. And I usually respect artists and their
Auditions, and that was the first time I was like, oh my, so this thing happens. It has never happened to me. I'm this kind of person who people know, this guy doesn't have stage fright. So there's this audition. I went, and then I'm on set, lights, camera. I couldn't remember nothing. Even the guitar I was playing, it was sounding off. God, I just tuned the guitar. So I relate.
Yes. And so lately we're using that art as a tool for release. You see, I can't tell exactly how you feel while you're doing the guitar, but if it's the same way I feel while I'm writing my scripts, while I'm doing my blogs for different organizations, while I am drawing, while I am conducting art therapy, if it is anything close to what I feel, that is something that gives you a level of fulfillment that allows you to have that hope that if I continue doing this, I'm changing lives.
Yeah.
It's the same way that musicians, we sing to a lot of musicians, and it's because we feel good about what they're saying in the music, or we can relate.
Yeah.
It's also a tool for release. So we are using mental health as a we are using art as a tool for advocacy.
Yeah.
You can write about mental health in a song.
Yeah.
A lot of people have done it.
Yes.
You can write it in a poem. You can write it in a blog.
Yes.
You can do so much.
Yeah.
We can create an art that shows someone who is afraid or scared or due to one reason or the other.
Yeah.
We can do that in a piece of art that is going to allow people to understand the kind of issue and how it's happening when we visualize it, when we talk about it, when we sing about it, when we dance through it.
Yes.
So I can say art plays a very critical role when it comes to mental health.
Yeah.
And it's also learning how to do it, how to best do it. If sometimes people really joke with journaling, but when you note down your thoughts and your emotions, you get clarity into them. You understand, okay, fine, this way, I was really overthinking here. It's not this serious.
Yeah.
Even when you go through that yesterday, what you wrote yesterday or last month, you find that I have already even gone through this, and at that time I thought that it would put me down. Okay. So I can say art plays a very, very big role when it comes to mental health, both release and advocacy. So even in that note, I would like to invite anyone who is listening to our Mental Health Day celebrations, which will be at the University of Nairobi. Okay. On that day, we will do that art therapy, we will do the dance therapy. There will be free medical checkups. So for those people who have not been to hospital, this is the opportunity to have free medical services.
Wow.
And there will be breast cancer screening, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, high blood pressure, HIV testing, all those things that affect people in one way or the other. So people can come and get tested. Okay. And those people who have not been to hospital can come for free health checkups. People free at hospital.
Yeah, true.
So on 19th, we will also do a walk around the CBD just to advocate for mental health, better mental health practices. Definitely, I said that we would really want mental health services to be subsidized. Yeah. And we really want our government and practitioners, even us ourselves, to stop ignoring the suicide. I think it's high time we do something about it. There is so much potential in some of the people who are currently giving up.
Wow. So you've said it's on 19th?
Yes.
And then that will be mental health walk and the screening. Yeah, so please, ujitokeze. I mean, everybody, this is a free medical checkup, so you are not spending a dime. And, I mean, just come and get yourself checked. I must say, Marlene, what you're doing in the society is amazing. And, I mean, you're touching lives. And I just applaud you for, choosing to work with artists, because there's another thing about arts that mostly I'm just vouching for myself. So until the day Nita make it, I don't really care about. But you see now, you are holding someone's hand, and that's something that's amazing. And I mean, like I said, some might not even thank you or whatever, but in the long run, you'll be able to look back and say, yeah, I'm fulfilling the purpose that I was meant to do. Now that as I put on this, as we're about to sign off, you call this art also? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So as we are signing off, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Find Your Tune, and I'm your host Balozi, my guest Marlene, and she's from Africala, and she's having amazing stuff that is coming up this October on 19th. Please sign up for that and even show up on that day and be part of the group. You mentioned that we can do something on mental health. Yeah, there's a friend of mine here who did something on mental health, and that's what we can sign off with as we
pia kesho, but ain't worried about it. Kila siku nikikaa nawaza pia kesho, but ain't worried about it kwa sababu God amenishow. He takes care of the birds na insects wanakula bila jasho. So I rest assured he's got my back, so gopi vitisho. He provides, he protects, supply yake imezidi mawazo. By the way, kuna watu hawamini bado nina soul. Like an ego hata mimi mwenyewe nashangaa ni how so. I just thought nitumie 16 bars kukutia moyo. You see, there are days I feared I might just snap and go. My friend, you're not alone, kama ni mashindano tuko draw. When I was a boy, I thought hizo shida ninge outgrow. Turns out, kama tabia challenges pia ni ngozi ukipanda zina flow. Lakini the Lord is my shepherd, he's here even when I'm low. When everyone says it's over, I got faith beyond a miracle. He knows when to teach doctors a lesson, I'm just a vessel. Friends, I choose to praise Jah every time anatimiza manifesto.
Right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been our time here. And as we are signing off, see you tomorrow, same time, 12 to 1 p.m. And I'll be your host, Balozi, and the show is Find Your Tune. You have any burning parting shot for people?
Always take care of your mental health.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming in, and we wishing you all the best and success.